Hi guys, welcome back to the Road to 1500 series. This is the next game, so let's get started. Let's see what pieces we get. So we have got the black pieces, and our opponent has played e4. I'll play c6, the Karokan defense, d4, d5. Now he has played the advanced Karokan variation. We will play bishop f5. Okay, he's played c4. He's striking this pawn chain over here with c4. Let's play this move. e6. Okay, he's closing down all of this. So next let us play bishop e2. Sorry, bishop e7. Following up with knight c knight to d7. Okay, he has played this move. We can capture the bishop back, and then if queen captures, then it will be bishop takes bishop, queen takes bishop. Okay, we can do that. Next we can play this move d6, but before that we can play knight d7 and then play b6 to strike this pawn chain over here. Okay, now we can play b6. This pawn chain is really solid in the center and he is solidifying it even further, our opponent. So yeah, we can capture this. And now next we can play moves like, I don't know, there are a lot of moves. We can play queen a5 check. Also, let's play queen a5 check, but queen a5 check he can just simply reply with bishop d2. So let's play something else. Let's play this move. If bishop captures, then pawn captures, it will open up our rook over here. Now our rook is open over here. We can play this move, rook g1, sorry, rook g8. We can give this check first. He has brought his knight out, and next we have moves like f6 is a move, f6 is a good move, rook g8, short castles wouldn't be that good. Let's play f6. f6 targets this pawn chain. Also, if captures f, the knight captures f6. Our main motto over here is to break this pawn chain which he has created. So let's see. Now if f captures e5, knight captures e5, knight captures e5, pawn captures e5. That would look a bit good for us. So let's see what we can do. Let's continue with our plan. Let's play this move. Our opponent is thinking, he is taking his time. He captured back with his knight. And now if knight captures, pawn captures, his structure would be really broken. So let's do that. Our weakness is over here on the e6 square because this is a backward pawn. It doesn't have any supporters. So we need to be very careful about that. Next we have got moves like bishop takes c5, bishop takes c5. Yeah, we can play that. That looks good. Bishop takes c5 followed up with even we can play bishop b4, then d4. There are a lot of moves which can be played. Right now we are thinking. Okay, so now this is a weakness over here. Now we need to target that weakness. Okay, so how can we do that? We can play our rook to f8. We can get castled, but then yeah, that would attack this pawn over here. We can do that, or we can just play rook to f8 normally. We don't have to. No, if we play rook to f8, what that would do is it would weaken this pawn over here, and this queen would be able to capture that pawn. But then queen captures, bishop captures, king will move, and then what can we do? We have to think in this position. This position is good for us. We need to think over here. We can play the king to d7. Let's play king d7. What's the harm in that? King d7 is played with the idea of bringing the rooks over to these ranks. Okay, let's do that. What we were planning to do. Okay, so now what do we do? We can develop our rooks on the F, F file. Let's do that like this to put pressure on the square. Okay, I think he has made a mistake because if bishop captures, queen captures, rook captures the queen, and king captures the rook, he will be down a queen. So I think that's a mistake from him. Let's play. Is there any other thing that we are missing? I'm just calculating a bit. I don't think I'm missing anything right now. Check. Queen captures. Rook captures. King captures the rook. Yeah, exactly. He made a mistake over there. So now we can do a lot of things like we can play this move that would really solidify our bishop and the pawn in the heart of black's camp. We can definitely do that. So let's go with that. Pawn to d4, pawn d4, and this bishop is really a thorn in black's camp, really irritating black a lot. Okay, so our opponent plays queen captures h6. What that does is it captures that pawn so that he can remove the queen from the line of attack. And next we can do a lot of things like we can bring the bishop over here to attack the queen, and the queen would have to move, and it's looking very bad for black. It's looking really bad for black. So yeah, we can do this. And the next move we can capture this knight over here. Knight captures, rook captures, queen captures the rook on c3. Rook takes c3, queen takes c3. All of the good stuff together. Now this rook is over here. What we can do is we can play this move, rook f8, and bring all the pieces into the attack together so that this place, this square over here is really weak. Let's do that. But what can our opponent do over here? The opponent can play rook f1. If he plays rook f1, that's simply very bad for him. Rook f1, rook takes f1. Simply we have that. Now what to do? Okay, he has protected this square. That's nice. Next we can play queen d5. Queen d5 is good. Yeah, queen d5 looks really good. Queen d5 allows what checks that we have to calculate. This is a bad check over here because if we play queen d5, first of all he can't move his knight because it's pinned with the king. So queen d5, how many checks does he have? We will always calculate the checks, captures and threats. How many checks does he have? He has check 1. Even if it's a useless check, we will calculate it. Check 1. How many checks does he have? Yeah, that's the only check I'm seeing. Because this knight can't move, otherwise we would have other checks like this would be a check, this would be a check. Okay. Queen to d5. Let's see what happens. We are very low on time. Right now I have 3 minutes 39 seconds something. And that is very bad because our opponent is having 8 minutes something time. This knight is pinned to the king over here, which is good for us. Okay, he's played that move. And next, what do we do? Next, there are many things to play, and we can see we move this queen, then this knight will get a lot of checks, which we don't want at all. So we can play something like this move h6, h6. h6, what it does, it allows rook to c5. But if he plays rook c5, then what do we have? If he plays rook c5, okay, he's played that. Okay, that's not bad. What if we play this move? Rook over here, rook takes, rook over here, king will get a check, and then we have to find out what we can do. But that wouldn't, rook check over here wouldn't be really very good because knight takes the rook. We have to find something. This knight is really bad. That traps our queen over there. Our queen doesn't have any spaces to go. That's really bad for us. And from a winning game, we have come down to a losing game. This was not at all planned. Okay, no, the knight can't move. That's good. That's good. Hmm. What if we capture over here? Queen captures. This is weak. The game is the game is gone. It's over now. There is no point of playing this anymore. Yeah, I think we have to resign over here. So okay, guys, this was today's game. This was a loss. This turned out to be a loss. But yeah, next game we have to get better and play better. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I really want your support. This is a new channel. Okay, guys, thank you. Bye bye.